got a girl, and his girl is going down there with her girls.
IBNX Radio.
Hey, hey, we keep the network L.I.T.T. There's Dooms and that girl Tony. It done finally came together. Atlanta and New Orleans. Living in today's time. We lit. Air Monday 9 to 11. On the night, yeah. You don't wanna miss it. Got the dopest guess when we kick it. Stay lit like the night before Christmas. Tony and Duke, best in the business. Watch them get it. Go to YouTube. Search IBNX Radio, the lit network. Entertainment guarantee. Have you laughing to your hurt? Because we lit. That right, we lit. You know we lit. We lit. Tony and Duke stay lit. Turn it up, they lit. Start the show, they lit.
Hey, what's up? We are here. Duke on the phone as usual, because that's how he do. What is up, Lit Network? How are y'all doing? I hope that y'all are out there really living in today's time, because right now is the time that you're supposed to be doing it. There's no other time for you to do it than right now. As you know, this are your favorite hosts on the Monday night, Duke Desdoon and Tony Dominique. I don't know what Duke is doing. He's over here trying to be his own engineer and stuff.
I don't know what's going on.
What are you doing?
Can you hear anything?
They can hear you. You just can't hear yourself, and it's okay.
Really?
Right, it's okay. Just because you
Yeah.
can't hear yourself, it's okay. We gotta let y'all know, because we keep it real and we keep it 100. We having technical difficulties, so Duke is having a whole moment because he can't hear himself in his headset, y'all. So we gonna get him
Yeah,
together.
that and I'm trying to make sure that I'm out here promoting at the same time. So
You promoting? What you promoting today?
I'm just sharing the show.
You multitasking?
Yeah, and I don't do that well. There's one thing. Let me do this one at a time.
You compartmentalize?
Yeah.
You can't
One
just
at a
be
time.
sharing and talking at the same time?
Well, I wanted to hear myself, but we got the great Omari.
You want to
Come
hear
in.
yourself? Y'all hear that, people? Duke just want to be here. That's why he be so loud. He just want to hear himself. I think it's a plug missing, actually.
You think so?
I do.
I believe so.
But you know, we have our great Omar, the engineer. He's gonna help us out,
Yeah,
cook us
y'all
up,
bear with us.
pick us up. But in the meantime, between time, Duke, what have you been up to this weekend?
I was on daddy duty this weekend. I had the little one, so I had a few play dates, and what I learned, it took me a good 5 years to learn it. You gotta have like play dates set up. Like I try to go do stuff, but sometimes that's financially taxing just to always try to do stuff, and then you got to schedule that. But you got to have the play dates is so cheap and inexpensive. You know what I mean? Like, oh, God bless the person who created play date, the mom or whomever, the nanny, the grandmother, the nana who.
It was like, I think it was a stay-at-home mom who got tired of their child.
Oh man, that play date is. I'm a fan.
They was probably tired of their child, and they was like, you know what,
and I got
Susie,
yeah,
you need a friend.
yeah. And when they do that, they leave you alone. You just gotta just chaperone. You just gotta make sure that they don't hurt themselves, and everybody's playing fair, and everybody get the right proper amount of turns on the toy or whatever it is.
So you just there dictating. Touch this. Don't play with that. Share.
Yes.
Time to.
Yeah.
We
Absolutely.
good. Look at that.
See that guy's awesome, man. Salute to
That's
that
why
guy.
we keep him around, y'all.
Yeah, salute to that guy.
Now Duke can hear himself, and
Nah, I can
he
hear
living
myself.
his best life.
Yeah, you got a nice sweater there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I always feel leery when you like compliment me. I'm like, something else is finna come.
It's vibrant.
Something finna come. Like it's never.
And
I don't
you know
feel
what's crazy? This is the crazy part. I have this. You know what's crazy? I just changed my sheets, right? You know what I mean? I just changed my sheets, and all my sheets about those colors.
You got rainbow color?
No, I just it's really mismatched stuff.
Got it.
And
It's
I'm
kinda,
washing. So while I'm
kind of
washing,
ombre.
I have like a lavender purple sheet, which is a full and don't even fit. I can't even tuck it. It just laying across the
What
because I have a
happened if
king
it
size.
roll up and you just
It
sleep it on the
doesn't matter. I
mattress?
just starfish it out and then just wave it out, make sure it go. It doesn't matter. But one of my pillowcases, I think, is maybe like a coral color, and then I have a pillowcase that's yellow, and I have one that
So
my
you
daughter
just
likes.
pull it
It's just
together.
like I have one that my daughter likes. It's orange.
But I need to understand, where are the components to all those colors? Like, did you just randomly end up with different colors,
It's
or
crazy.
like were they sets at one point? You
It's
lost a piece.
it's a
in?
mystery. It's kind of like where
Is
did
it
the
like
left sock
socks?
go? Where did
Right.
the left sock go? Like how do I lose a sock? Listen,
Where's the other
where do
pillowcase?
you lose a sock between the laundry room and then for me, my laundry room is in my master bedroom, in my closet is my master bedroom, walk-in, my laundry room, then my closet.
In your bedroom?
Mm-hmm. It's like, how do I lose this? Like, I'm not going anywhere but there. Like, where are they?
I'm trying to visualize how that would be, like with
It's
your
pretty cool.
laundry room.
I didn't
and
like
your
it at
closet.
first, but I like it now. Like, I'm like, man, it's awesome.
You just take it off in the closet and throw it in the washing machine. You ain't got to go downstairs, ain't got to take no baskets nowhere.
Yeah, so my house is really, like my townhouse, 2-bedroom, is really not equipped for two adults living there. It's like a family home. Because if you was adult, you have to come in my room to use the wash. So
ain't no roommate type setup.
that's not what it's built for. It's me and it's Bachelor and I have my daughter, Domain, and but back to those play dates.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love those
You're
play
really
dates.
excited
God
about
bless
these
the
play
play
dates.
Yeah, and it's like I'm just getting the hang of it. I know a lot of women that have kids, and it's a way where we could just kick it and chill and just let the kids play and.
You can see how they vibe with kids and how they treat their kids.
I'm not even for that. But it's just like I didn't want to do it at first because I was looking at it from the angle of I don't want to introduce my daughter to these different women and whatnot. But it's just daddy's friends.
Right.
It's just
Community people.
yeah.
Okay. I got invited to a 3-year-old birthday party. I felt so excited. I don't know why I felt excited. I think it's because it was a little girl, and I don't get to do little girl things. But the sad part about it is I can't even go.
Why?
It's on the day that we're going to Savannah.
Oh, that's terrible.
I was like, oh my God. I was excited. And it's like a little girl I don't even know. Like, I seen her, like, on social media and pictures. And, like, I know her dad because her dad hangs out with us with football and everything. But I don't know the little girl. But I was just so excited to be invited to her party like I was one of the kids. I got a problem, y'all. I like kitty parties.
Really?
Yes, I love little girl kitty parties. Because those be the cutest. Boy kitty parties is just a bunch of bad kids running around throwing dirt. But, like, girls, like, if their mom is really involved, it'd be like little princess parties. And it just be so cute to me. I like the energy that people put into girl parties because they don't put the same energy into boy parties.
So you want a daughter. I see. I feel that energy.
I don't want a daughter.
You would like to.
I just want to play with, like, a bunch of nieces.
Nah, you want. Would you adopt a daughter? If it came to that, if that opportunity presents itself, would you adopt a little girl, like a little 3-4-year-old little girl?
Maybe. Only because I love kids and I believe that all kids deserve a loving family. So if there was a little girl who just really needed, somebody like that, I probably would. But I'm not. I don't want to go. I don't want to be pregnant.
You don't want to go through that no more.
I don't want. But
So
I
did
mean,
you get yourself fixed?
No, I'm not fixed.
You're not fixed. You're not spaded.
I'm not spayed.
Okay, because I'm not getting neutered.
We not about to have kids, so that's
No,
not
I'm just
my
saying me. I'm just saying in relation to what
You
I'm
gotta be
saying.
so ignorant.
I'm just saying in relation to what I'm saying. Not
All the
us.
time, dude.
I'm just saying, man.
Every week.
I'm just
9 to
saying,
11.
bro. I'm just saying, bro. This is the network.
Because he's living in today's time.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it's in the moment, but I don't know. I just think it's. But I know a lot of older brothers. They get it. Like, man, I got my family. I ain't worrying about nothing. I got a son or two. I'm cool.
So I had a conversation with my kid's dad because he's about to get married. And so he was talking about getting a vasectomy. They were having that discussion of who would get what because he has kids and she has kids. And I was like, he doesn't want to get it, and I get it for men. Like, I get it. Nobody wants anybody nipping and tucking. Like, you did it when you was a baby. You don't want to do it again. But why would you get a vasectomy ever?
Nah, I'm cool on that.
Why? Like, if you decide in a moment, I don't want to have any more kids, what is your exit strategy?
If I'm single, why get it?
No, if you're married, you done met a woman and y'all done had.
If I'm married, then it's like.
Just have as many as you can, huh?
Yeah.
That's
just happening. Not just that, but you can have safety measures, but we ain't gotta just shoot the club up.
Like what? Like would you go back to using condoms?
Nah, we can. I mean, it's like you gotta be vicious. Like
Like what if she's like, you know what? I'm always the one doing something for me and trying to prevent this. Like I want you to be preventative too. Like, so what would you do on your part if she's like, I don't want to take birth control. I don't want to.
Well, I don't want my woman to take birth control anyway.
I don't want to be
condoms. Condoms, we could use condoms. Condoms not a problem.
If you romantic in the moment, laying in the bed with your wife, who you think is the finest woman in America, and she rubbed that booty back on you real good in a spoon session, you can be like, hold up, babe. Let me go get the condom out the drawer bag. That's what you're going to do? That's what you're telling me right now? Y'all spooning real good. After some libations, after a good night on the town, some libations, y'all lay down.
Yeah.
She rubbed that soft skin rub up on you.
Yeah.
You're going to say, hold up. Let me grab the condom.
I don't know.
Y'all out there, if y'all believe dude, please let me know. If it's a man out here who like, yeah, dude, this is what we going to do. Y'all let me know.
People keep talking about that. People keep talking about that. But, I'm talking shit, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to shoot the club up myself.
Exactly, and then you about 9-10 kids later.
That's why I'm gonna go get me a cougar. So
when can't handle them.
So I shoot the club up, it's just like nobody's in there. You ain't hurt nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Boom, we got one.
You just tearing up furniture.
Thank you. I don't know how to say your name. Wakia. Thank you. He not. He lying. He lying. Wakia say he lying.
Oh yeah, that's my daughter's mother. Shout out to my daughter's mother.
Thank you.
Why the fuck you lying?
Thank you for being real.
Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Call him out. You lying. Ain't no way.
Sit your ass up. Go to bed. Don't you got to be work in the morning.
Anyway, we're going to move on to the next thing. We're going to do what we really came here to do. We're going to play some good music. We're going to play Baby by King Levin. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it.
We lit!
Swabby, 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 swabby.
I said, baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby. Coming from east of the river, no lions, tigers, or bears, just hustlers, dealers, and killers, taught to get it on our own. Drama City raised us realest, so I hustle so gorilla. My wife's my realest nigga. I said, baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby. Behind every good man stands a stronger woman, but you ain't behind me, you beside me. Yeah, you my gunner, my lover. That's why I never use a rubber. You gon' be my baby mother, even if you drive me crazy. You know I'ma keep it solid. Even help you with your body. Gotta keep it looking proper. Stretch marks, my little tiger. Come here so I can bite you. This forever, no one night. I want my kids up inside you. And I put it on the Bible, on my mama. You my rider, I see heaven. When I look deep inside you, I've been conscious. But baby, I look at you as a guidance. You a goddess, yeah, together you know we got it. Ain't no problems too big, yeah, we can solve more. I kick more ass than Stone Cold Steve Austin, yeah, ain't no talking. Cause baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby, you the best in me. I think you my destiny, my only goal for us to eat. Yeah, I said, baby. Yeah, I said, baby. Yeah, I said, baby.
Oh yeah.
Baby.
Say baby. That's lit right there.
Yo,
I like
so that wasn't even planned. Like for that to be.
Yeah, for real. That was on point.
Right. What we just talking about in the show.
Yeah, that
Just
was
happens
on
to
point.
talk about it. That's funny.
He said, "You want lady? I'm not having no rubber or nothing. I'm just gonna be raw
Right.
dogging."
But I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm talking
that's
shit.
that's some people's real life.
I have good intentions. You know what I'm saying? I have good intentions, but you know, once that loving get good, man,
You're not gonna
it's hard.
stop.
And you know, you start eating on that thing, start tasting a little salty, like oysters.
I don't know that. I'm gonna take
telling
your
you.
word for it.
For real. You know, it just depends if she's, she might perspire a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know, but my uncle told me that. He said it tastes like
alright.
oysters.
All right, y'all. Okay, we got a lit out there. So okay, we got some lit. What you think about that song?
Nah, it was lit. I like that. I
Omar,
want that.
what you
Yeah,
think?
we got to keep that. We got to keep that in rotation.
Keep that in the rotation. Keep it in there, baby.
Baby, you the. You know what I'm saying?
We can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear nothing you saying, sir. Oh, okay.
okay.
I could dig it.
Bloop, excuse
Yeah.
us.
Watch out, sucker.
He said, y'all can't hear us, but they can hear me just in case. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me.
All right.
Excuse us. Anyway, we're going to move on to the hot tea topics because we can hear him, or we can't hear him, but y'all can. So.
Right, you get the picture.
Right. So, hot tea topics. So, I'm going to start it out with King Petty. You know, King Petty, 50 Cent. He's at it again. As you know, we got a lot going on with Jesse and his stuff.
Yeah, that was.
But King Petty is here to
crazy.
save the day. He offered him a job with Power since Empire decided to let him go.
Oh wow, that's smooth.
Right. 50 Cent is here for it. And you know what?
That's smooth though.
I love 50 Cent. Like, his pettiness just gives me life. Like,
I'm a
50
fan of
Cent,
50.
right. If 50
I
Cent,
like
if you
50.
out
Shout
there.
out 50. What up, man? That guy there.
If you out there and you really, you know, is 50 Cent with somebody?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know
his
I don't know
level,
his business like that
his-
now.
his level of pettiness just like intrigues me. Like,
I don't know his business like that.
I feel like he's like, it gives me life. But he said after Jesse goes through some rehabilitation, he got a spot on Power.
Oh really?
Like, I feel like, you know, his role on Empire was a big role. To take him off on some accusations that haven't been proven is a bit much. I understand it might be a distraction or whatever, but, you know, you got to make a choice and decide. Like, you can't just take somebody off on some, I think, maybe. Because even though they have all this evidence and all this whatever, he's still innocent until proven guilty. Like, social media, it's definitely hilarious for social media purposes, but as a business, you can't just go firing people because you think they might have did something. That's not cool.
Hey, you know, people don't really give a damn about you really at the end of the day.
Right.
Once you start causing them something, or you know, you are the one that's giving them the certain looks. Yeah, they don't
You
agree
know
with
what?
it.
I'm with so I was
Awful
listening to another show, and they was like, I would keep him on there and write it into the episode because people gonna be tuning in to see what's happening. Like, what are you doing? Like, that was almost a play into it all. Like,
Yeah.
just kind of write some little beef in there, or maybe not specifically
But
exactly what happened.
that was just funny. Like, what was his motivation though? That's what I would like to know.
A lot of people they were saying that it was because he wasn't getting the money he needed on Empire, and so he was trying. He originally sent a threat to himself, so Empire could see like people really like they pay attention to me, like they threatening me because like I'm a big thing. And when that letter didn't go over, they're saying that's when he went forward into bringing the letter into action.
That's crazy.
That's what the Daysayers say. Boom. Thank
crazy.
you. Keep him. But oh well, 50 Cent about to snatch him up, and we'll see. Everybody will move over to Power to see what happened because we nosy like that.
Oh yeah, but honestly, I think dude got a problem to go that hard.
I mean, he may be a little. He may have a problem.
That's going hard, and I think he went harder than
Any publicity is good publicity, whether good or bad these days. Absolutely, it's almost no difference.
What you mean? It's almost no different.
And good and bad publicity. Like you have people out here that's doing horrible things, and it just propels their careers even further. You know, you have a bad boy. Oh, he beat somebody up. Like, okay, speaking of good or bad publicity, R. Kelly next on the list of the hot team. He, as y'all know, he got picked up in Chicago, and he was put in, and then he had a $1 million bond, and his lawyers were saying he didn't have enough. Well, the women of the city put together a GoFundMe to bail him out, and he's getting released.
I love it.
What? Off of a good GoFundMe. Some women was like, not my R. Kelly. He ain't finna stay in there and be locked in the closet. Take him out.
I love it. The reason why I love it is because we know it's wrong what he's done, or the allegations of what they say he's done. But it's R. Kelly, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, dude.
Okay.
What you mean,
R. Kelly is he's a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not just a singer. Like he wrote a lot of that. When it comes out of music,
he's saying he is music.
He is music. So he has flaws, right? And I'm not saying that he's perfect. I'm not saying that what he's doing is right. But look at the love and look how he changed people to be like, even though I did wrong or maybe quote doing wrong, they got people gonna come to him and gonna get him out of his situation.
No, that's called Stockholm syndrome.
That's psychotic.
That is crazy, but it's funny at the same time to me because
you're just thinking of the world we live in as a whole.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you right now, you could definitely build a routine off of that.
I mean, yeah, of course, but
it's that type of funny.
But it's R. Kelly, for what they say, has taken advantage of young girls.
Yeah.
Right? But this the funny part on the twist. Why are we not talking about a lot of other people? Not to say that they are not talking about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other people who have done that. What about the Matt Lauer guy? Was it Matt Lauer? I believe not Matt Lauer. It's one of the guys that was on one of the shows, a white guy, corresponding guy, whatnot. But then you had Harvey Weinstein. You don't really hear nothing. All I heard was Harvey Weinstein, the other guy, a few people. They dropped out. I guess if they put their money up, people took it.
And
shut
then you
up.
had the
Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, and then now it's R. Kelly, and they're just driving it. And it's like, well, why is they driving it on him like that? Why is not a list of people that just getting?
Well, we already know the media is biased. We can't expect the media to display any fairness by color of skin, but as far as a community, the reason why we probably don't focus on it like that is because it's not really our community. Like, we're not really going to trip or really care about Harvey Weinstein, whatever. But R. Kelly is somebody we grew up listening to, so we're all going to divert our attention to this when it happens. Now,
so you're saying the white people are paying attention to the white problems and the black people paying attention to the black problems?
I mean, for the most part, generally, yeah. But it's not like we don't see these things.
Media is media, right?
Yeah, which is why you can speak on it because you have knowledge of it happening as a black man. And just like they can have knowledge of it happening as white people, but it's not something that they're not really driven to focus on that. But we don't need to focus on other people doing it. We need to focus on why our people are doing it and to resolve that, because as a black community, we have a problem with that. Like, we see it within the families and we handle it horribly.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that R. Kelly just go and pick up, or he has people or henchmen to go just pick up little 16, 17-year-old girls?
Well, they said they pulling his team too, because they were putting like threats on people's lives and things like that. And, yeah, they said they're going for him and the team.
I don't know.
You think it's that deep?
I don't know what it is because I didn't even bother to watch the whole surviving R. Kelly thing.
I didn't. That was too.
What if he just like him 18? What if he just like him 18, 19?
But that
I
wasn't
think,
the case.
I
There's
think
been-
if it was
there's been
18 and older, he'd be fine.
There has been substantial
like
evidence
14
for
and
years, for
13
decades, that
as
has
well.
been showing that he's been like
So-
an underage girl.
So why he not in jail?
Well, here's the
was in
thing.
jail. He just got
People,
bailed out.
Why ain't
I
he staying
can't,
there?
I can't answer that question. Rich people do stuff all the
'Cause
time
he
and don't
do
go to
stay in
jail.
court.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like. I
So
mean,
what you're saying is, when he go to court, every time he goes to court, because I'm pretty sure he's been to court for this before, somebody settles, right?
It's either somebody settles or
Right.
his lawyer pleads the case, and then the jury says not
One of those,
guilty.
right?
It could be, yeah. It could
Now let's just go settle. Somebody settle, but then to get another case, what happens? Another person comes up and say about their
Yeah,
daughter,
but everything
right?
is not settling. Some of it is I'm presenting a case, and the jury
And everybody just sweep it under the rug or
and
something?
the jury has to say without a shadow of a doubt that you believe. And sometimes it's the jury. It's not. Sometimes it's like, okay, half the people, but majority say no. Like it's not always 100% not guilty in most cases. Sometimes it's like, hey, 9 people said not guilty and 1 said guilty, or 2 said guilty and the rest said not guilty. So it just depends on how it plays out in court and how good his lawyers are. He has the money to have some good lawyers. Apparently not.
He
I don't
had.
know. But I mean, he got GoFundMe friends that could probably get him. You know, it's no different than
That's wild.
all the GoFundMes for like the male model who was in jail, and everybody was so in love with him, and he in jail. He's a criminal. But all the women fell in love with him because he was so gorgeous, and now he's a model for like Fashion Nova or something like that. So I mean,
Yeah, the guy with the eyes, the light skinned guy.
yes, with the tattoos and all the
Yeah.
good stuff. I mean, it is what it is.
People are materialistic, people. But I'll say at the same time when
people
I
are
say
stupid.
And then you have people with fantasies, like the things that R. Kelly do. There's women out there who's like, I want that done to me. I
Right.
want to be a prisoner.
Right. Well,
That's why you have the S&M and the dominatrix and all that.
documentary
You
of that.
have women out there whose fetish is to be treated like that, like put me in a cage, dominate me.
Right, that's crazy.
Pee on me.
Right, R. Kelly P.
I
Hey,
don't like no
rain
golden shower.
on me, R. Kelly. Like
Golden
the,
showers are terrible.
So there's people out there who feel that way, and so that's how most people get away with it, because there are people who support whatever, kind of like they're trying to make pedophilia a thing. So
Now,
I think
that's crazy.
I think if he would have got
That's
it when
crazy.
pedophilia is a thing, he could have pleaded if he would have
They call them
waited.
pedo fights.
Right, and so once they
That's
get that
crazy.
in, I'm wondering like, will his case be overturned? Because then he can be like, hey, I couldn't help myself. That's what I love is love.
Bestiality is next. Why state make that legal?
I think it's already legal in some states.
In some states?
I think.
Bestiality.
Don't quote me, but I think in some states, horses and people, yeah, I think they got something going on.
I'm gonna rebuke that.
That's
Mm-mm.
terrible.
I don't want to hear that one.
That's terrible.
No.
Yeah.
But,
Moving along.
Moving
Yeah.
along. So
This is the Lit Network.
we got Tiger.
Yeah,
We got Tiger, who already got some more drama going on in his life. He got kicked out of Mayweather's birthday party this past.
How you get
weekend.
kicked out? Are
He
you
was-
that lame to get kicked out?
He was fighting with somebody. He was another person at the party. They haven't disclosed the name. It's still they still researching, but he was
he
fighting
went-
with somebody.
He
And
went too gangster at the boxers party.
I guess he was too lit. He was a little overlit, and so he got kicked out. And
I
there's a
don't think
video.
he was going gangster. You don't get kicked out of parties if you win the fight.
Well,
Message!
I don't know. I went at the party. Mayweather invite me to the next party so I could see what's really going on, because I wasn't there. I just seen the video of him being pulled out the party.
Tony Dominique, Duke Desdon, Omar the engineer, we need to be at the party. Lit Network need to be at the party.
Mayweather.
I'm just saying.
If we need to get you some Gucci, well, no, you got enough money. Get us some Gucci.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right, but he just walked out the Gucci store.
All right,
Yeah.
get us some Gucci, and we can.
I'll pass on the Gucci though.
I'll take it and flip it.
But if you got them hoes I've been seeing, I take the Gucci. You can beat it up first. I'll catch you in the 12th round.
Your mama's watching Duke.
Mama, you at the bed.
This, oh my God, I can't. Okay. I also want to just take a moment to say congratulations to Regina King on her Oscar, joining the few black women who have won an Oscar. And
That's awesome. Clap it up. Woo, 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 woo.
he wasn't ready. But also Spike Lee, after 30 years in the industry, he finally got his Oscar too. So shout out
yeah, I saw
to
that.
both of them doing
Shout
something
out,
I was just
amazing.
waiting for you to say everybody's name.
Shout out, Black excellence in
Clap
the
it up.
building.
Clap it up.
Love it.
Clap it up.
I also want to just have a little tidbit conversation with you because I was listening to the listen because I keep my ear to the streets trying to see what's going on. And so y'all remember Gina from Martin, where her husband Dwayne Martin, his new wife, had this amazing plan that I was like, what? I didn't even know you could do this. So apparently they had went through some hard times and their house had to go through foreclosure. And so they borrowed $1 million from Will Smith. First of all, I need some friends who will loan me $1 million.
Absolutely.
Second, as they were losing their house, they took the $1 million, purchased the LLC, and bought their house back from the LLC. So they are renting the house that they lived in and had to foreclose on under their LLC name.
From themselves.
Right. And if someone purchases the house, the LLC gets paid for it, which they own. Like, I'm like, how do you, did Will Smith teach you that? Because I need some Will Smith, how do you come up with the plan to okay, I'm going to borrow some money, buy a business, buy my house back so I really don't got to move. I got to move, but I don't got to move.
Right.
And then when I'm ready to sell my house.
That's some player business shit right there.
I'm finna cash in on my house that I lost.
Yeah.
Like,
some player
that's
shit
a real player move.
Yeah.
Like, I need them kind of friends. First of all, if y'all are out here and y'all can loan me $1 million, we need to be friends. Because where are the friends that loan the big money that make you do big things?
I would like some nice money from some of my friends.
Right. Y'all help
friends
a sister
of
out.
mine,
I know some folks that get some money, Tony. They out in Dubai, though.
I'll go to Dubai.
They'll fly you out.
I'll go to Dubai.
Wait. I don't know if that's safe. He's a bit sketchy.
That sounds real suspect, right?
Look at that guy. Look at how he got his hair on.
I know a friend who know a friend who know a friend. Just follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah, it's a bit sketchy.
Oh, my God. We're going to, so as y'all know, this is the weekend. This is the Mardi Gras weekend.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of you who have purchased tickets because I heard that the Lit Network bus is filling up and it filled up way more than I anticipated. So shout out to all of you guys who really bought your tickets. So we got a couple of more seats. There's only 55 seats on the bus. We got about 5 left. So if you want to be on our bus, it's $115 per person.
No, I think it's 4 left.
Hey, if y'all want to be on the bus and not miss this amazing opportunity,
get on the bus.
The Eventbrite link is on our Facebook page, and if you need it, hit us in the DM, and I'll send it to you. If you can't find it, this weekend, you will meet up at 11 p.m. on Friday night, and we leave, technically, super at midnight Saturday morning.
She bringing her sweater on the bus.
The weather is looking pretty good. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain.
She got a Jamaican sweater.
Duke is being real haterish right now.
Well, you know they got the Jamaican tank tops. Then you got the Jamaican sweater. What is that? That means.
Anyway, y'all see what I got to deal with every day. Oh my God. We're gonna move on. Thank y'all who bought your tickets. Y'all are amazing. We're going to play the next song. It's called Legit by Verdi Rose.
This is the Lit Network.
Legit.
We lit!
Because we legit about to have fun on this trip. You don't even know.
Yeah, this bitch right. Perfect. Get that shit right. You know I'm not a perfectionist all the time. It's about progress. They calling me legit, and I'm trying to stay legit. Been fed up with the streets, I ain't trying to touch no bricks. Cause these niggas out here telling, and they think that I won't clip. Know they'll run out for my paper, hold my lawyer help me win. I ain't got no time to sit in, they gon' give me more than 10. Probably quarter to a L, trying to fuck up all my shit. Won't let them trip me to the bricks, so I'm trying to stay legit. Yeah, I'm trying to stay legit. Nigga call this shit legit. Oh man, goddamn man, y'all done up and done it. Done let me in the game, you should have said that I run it. No, I always been 100, never once been out here frontin'. I've been out this bitch so long that I could've got 100 years, shed 100 tears, lost 100 friends. Now my grind on overdrive, trying to get 100 M's, then 100 more. Got 100 foes and 100 more. That's 200 hoes. Pray the Lord bless them though, cause I ain't got number catch a case. Double barrel pointed at me with a smile on my face. If you take another step, self-defense all I'ma say. If you want this shit so bad, nigga, you gon' have to take. You ain't want that shit that bad, cause you let me get away. They calling me legit, and I'm trying to stay legit. Been fed up with the streets, I ain't trying to touch no bricks. Cause these niggas out here telling, and they think that I won't clip. Know they'll run out for my paper, hold my lawyer, help me win. I ain't got no time to sit in, they gon' give me more than 10. Probably quarter to a L. Tryna fuck up all my shit, won't let them trip me to the bricks. So I'm tryna stay legit, yeah, I'm tryna stay legit. Nigga call this shit legit. I get death threats 7 times a week. Wonder why nobody never bust a heat. Obviously these niggas must not be so street. Either that or niggas must not want no beef. I'm just tryna get my piece. Matter of fact, I want the whole patty cake. Patty cake, tell the baker make some more. We gon' need a couple loaves. Few fish, feed them all. Long as I stay right, we can do this shit for life. Heard they said I sold my soul. Yeah, I signed my life to Christ. Pain, blood, sweat, and tears. Even almost took my life, but I never left the ring. Mobbing weed through every spring, waiting for the C for T. We gon' knock them to the knees, count them down. TKO, treat that nigga like a hoe. Might just send through my little woe. Bring me back that nigga go. Bring me back that nigga dough. Making pray and snatch his soul. Bring me back that nigga dough. Making pray to snatch his soul. Either way, I did my job. He went to heaven, not a reverend. Help you get closer to God. You was playing, now you met him. Couple angels waiting at the door. Just for you to step in, but it's still better than hell. Just a fine for disrespecting, but at least you learn your lesson. Lesson taught by disrespecting. They calling me legit, and I'm trying to stay legit. Been fed up with the streets, I ain't trying to touch no bricks. Cause these niggas out here telling, and they think that I won't clip. Know they'll run out for my paper, hold my lawyer, help me win. I ain't got no time to sit in, they gon' give me more than 10. Probably quarter to a L. Tryna fuck up all my shit, won't let them trip me to the bricks. So I'm tryna stay legit, yeah, I'm tryna stay legit. Nigga call this shit legit.
All right. Yeah, that was lit.
It was
I like that. Yeah.
legit. You like that?
Yeah,
That
I'm
was
fucking
lit?
with it.
What
Yeah.
y'all think out there? Was
That
that
was
lit
lit.
or no?
What
Was
you
that-
think?
I like that song. I really don't plan
Yeah,
for the
it's
songs
lit,
to go with
yeah.
our topics, but
I can see our song selection, our little catalog is getting better.
Like
Getting better.
And I give bro a shout out because that's one of the homies from high school. So
Oh, that's your people.
yeah, man, it's,
Alright.
it's good to
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's good to see folks in here. I know he has a passion.
okay.
Okay, well, that's his homie.
Passion.
Yeah, passion.
This is for my homies.
Homies.
This is for my homie.
Homie!
Play your song when we get there. In that lit network on that lit network. Y'all better stop.
My partner!
Oh my God. Okay, so if y'all was paying attention, following us along, y'all know we were supposed to have Courtney Larissa on the show. But she had to go away for an emergency. Her sister went into labor, so she had to fly out. So she is not gonna be here tonight. So y'all are stuck with Duke and Tony.
Spirit fingers!
And Omari. Until
And our audience, our audience. Yeah. Keep clapping, audience.
It's packed.
All right, keep
It's
clapping,
packed in
audience.
here.
Keep
It's
clapping,
packed.
audience.
It's packed.
Oh my God! Yes! Yes! Yes!
It's standing room.
You
It's
get a car! You get a car! You get a car! You come on! I'm throwing blessings! Oh, I'm throwing blessings!
standing room only. Standing
Oh my
room
God,
only.
y'all should be here. Oh
We
my God.
got
Let me
Duke
tell you something.
Osteen in the building.
Oh my God. I tell you, just
It's
come in
live.
here.
It's live.
Just come in here. I'm gonna tell you every now and then. If I give you the cue, if I hit you with the quiet hands,
The quiet hands. Those are quiet fingers. What is this?
if I hit you with that, you already know what to do. You better bring my crowd in
The
it.
quiet hands.
You understand?
Oh my God.
3-3. Got him.
He was ready. You saw his face. It was like real bright. He was like, "Oh, it's been a
Yeah, I was fucked up.
All right, so I do got something I want to talk to y'all about. So I was reading in the news, and I found out that in Georgia, there was $19 million in cocaine seized from a pineapple shipment. What y'all think? Do y'all think it was really 19 million? Y'all think it was more? Like, I feel like the number is never the number. Like, it's always under the number. But does that, I mean, like, I need to know, was it like sprinkled on the pineapples? Is there like going to be some like really addicted people to pineapples in the next couple of months? Or did they take the pineapples too? Like, do we get the pineapples and take away the cocaine? Like, how does those?
What stores can I find these pineapples at?
Yeah, these such pineapples I would like to purchase at least 5 or 10 of them.
I don't,
5 to 10 pounds of pineapples I would like to get.
but I need to know, like, do you take the
5 or
pineapples
10
too?
keys.
Or, like, is some store just shortage of pineapples because they didn't get their
I tell you what,
pineapples?
excuse me, these people are very, very, they were crafty on how they hide their cocaine. You know, they used to use people as mules at one point. I think they still do. Like,
You
they
people as what?
as mules,
Um,
you know, to hide cocaine and
inside them.
yeah, and you know,
Yeah, but that's the small.
put it in puppies, shipping puppies. You know what I mean? Like all types of stuff.
That's small business. Like when you put it in a crate, you moving some big stuff. I
Yeah,
mean,
but just the fact that-
$19 million. That's some big
That's
stuff.
a lot of cocaine. Now let's think about the stuff that they didn't catch.
Who orders that? Like who was ordering $19 million? In
You feel me?
cocaine?
We need something for that. When I drop you know,
Right, 'cause-
message, you need to have something.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You
I
need to
like
have something for that. You know, when we drop something.
How about you make a drop that say message, and every time you say something, we play your voice saying message.
Oh, that's.
Or I can do the DJ air horns. Every time you
it should be,
said. I
it
like
should be
what she
your
said.
voice saying
But you don't like
message.
the DJ air
No,
horns?
why you gotta? Why you sound like you hating? You don't like a good thing?
I love a good thing.
I'm just saying, but why you keep going against it? Because we set on it. We like she said it. I said it twice right behind her. Like you put that was trending. It still was trending, and you just going against it.
I apologize to the Lit Network crowd for going against the grain. I'm with it.
Hey, man, that guy,
I need like I need my own little. I'm gonna have a bell. I'm gonna get me a bell, and every time y'all go at it, I'm like ding, round one.
Oh,
He ready
Oh.
with that one.
yeah.
He's ready with that one. I need my own button.
You can't
to press.
you can't let him dictate the bell because he's
Right,
gonna be
that's
wanting.
why I said I
He's gonna be
need my
wanting to get
own.
it on. Let's get it on. You know what, Duke? Let me hold on. Damn that.
I dictate everything in this booth.
See that?
He gonna hit you with a come here.
I am knowledge here, therefore y'all finish him. Oh,
Hey,
shit,
you,
he got all
you know
that.
he watch anime, so he got
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
yeah, he
good
got
stuff.
all. Rasta geek. I like it.
What is that?
I
You,
like it.
first of all, I've told you a million times.
Rasta geek.
Stop
Yeah.
insulting the person that's supposed to make us look and sound good.
No, Rasta geek is pretty cool. Like Rasta.
Now you muted.
I can
And
use
then-
another one. This would work.
And then he gonna start phasing out your camera angle.
For real, that's when you really gonna hurt my feelings. That's
we
when you really gonna
we
hurt
not gonna hear nothing or see nothing. Hear no, see no.
my- That's crazy. Terrible.
Oh my goodness.
He put me on timeout.
Right, you got Facebook muted when they try to.
Tony, look back.
I hate that.
And he phased you out the screen. He phased you out the screen.
See this shit.
It's just Tony. So y'all get to
Oh,
look at
that's
me.
terrible.
You can see yourself on the screen.
Oh, that's terrible.
You phased out.
That's fucked
Y'all.
up. Why you do
Temporarily, Duke has been phased out. He is on temporary
that? Hey, he
Lit
punished me.
Network punishment.
That's crazy.
So if you've ever been to Facebook jail,
It's similar to that shit. and Facebook is different if they just tell you, okay, you can't be on Facebook at all. You'd be like, all right, fuck y'all then. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, all right, cool.
I'm gonna go to Instagram anyway.
Right. Or some shit, right? But they let you be on there, but you be like, oh, it's like, I'm gonna tell
can't
you.
say nothing.
That's the equivalent. Your parent ever punished you? You couldn't go outside, but they let you stand by the door and watch them. My grandmother made me do
To
that.
look out
That'd be
the
the
window.
worst.
She like stand by the door, and she'll make you stand by the screen though, and hold dictionaries or thesaurus in your hand, and sit there and watch them play and ride your bike and ride the scooters and play ball or whatever they doing.
And you
just-
can't
and you
do
can
it.
hear, man. I swear to God, on a kid level, a child level, that shit is the fuck. This shit is the worst. I was like, man, you are
Yo,
a terrible
okay.
person for this.
So this past weekend, I got some amazing ladies together for a brunch.
Oh really?
Yes, I got Tanya Foster and her daughter Jasmine from Bartender on Board. I got Tashanta from her bakery, Tasty Treats.
Okay.
And then I got I brought Chef Phil's wife from TP Management, Tanisha. And then I had this lady named Maria from Peaches and Pine. She does a bridal magazine. And I had this lady named Chevelle. She's like the neighborhood mom. She does all football, sports, everything. She's like the team mom of everything, and she works in the school system. And I had this lady named Regina, who I used to work with when I used to work at the law firm. And we all got together, and I cooked this amazing brunch for them. I bought the pastries. I ain't cooking no pastries because nobody has time to cook pastries. But I made them like grits and eggs and bacon
And hold on, because the people that's listening, it's not really doing you no justice to hear this. I seen the pictures. That looked good. It all looked amazing. And it was all well done and decorated. Y'all need you know how to organize them.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you. But yeah, so we did mimosas and drinks and wine. And I let the ladies take home. They had different glasses with different little phrases on it, and the women's got to take home the glass that they connected with the most with a cute little saying on it. So that was their gift as a little takeaway. And so in that, we had some conversations about being a mom, because I believe everybody is a mom. Yep, everybody has children. And so one of the ladies, since her daughter was there, since Tiny's daughter was there, we got some insight on how she was as a mom. And it was so like, I felt like my motherhood I ain't doing nothing. I'm not doing right. Because she said that every time her daughter used to act up, she would take away everything and make her read a book and write an essay. She had 3 weeks to write like a 4 or 5 page essay about the book. And I was like, wait, I ain't even, like, I feel like my punishments, they not good enough.
What was your punishment?
I mean, so my kids have acted up. So right now I've taken away their game system, which really I feel only affects my middle son because he's the one who plays the game the most. And my youngest son has already been on punishment for like 3 months. So he's just like,
whatever.
Right, yeah. He's like, whatever. And they still have like TV. So like the thing is, like, they have an issue with cleaning up. And so every time I come home and the things that are supposed to be done on their list of chores is not done, I take something away. So I took the game away. The front room TV is gone. They have this little 19-inch TV in their room that they have to share. And so if they keep messing up, then they have a fire stick in it. The fire stick goes away. And we don't have cable. So since they can't find time to clean, we're going to make time to clean. But I feel like now I need to implement essays. I'm going to go to like the thrift store or the Goodwill or something and get all these little books that we used to have to read back in the day that I don't think they read no more in their literature classes. And I feel like they should write essays.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. 4 to
5 page essays. But she did say, Jasmine did say that one thing she learned was that it gave her a hustle in in college, because she knew how to write essays. So hers would be done, and she had room to help others write the essay and make a little pocket change.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Team hustles. If y'all got kids out there that don't have the mindset and you're not teaching them how to make a hustle, they're not going to make it far in college. Yeah. I just want to let y'all know
it's going to be tough. You better have some get up and go. You better have some, you just got to have a certain thirst and hunger for independence. And to be able to do it, you have to be able to provide for yourself.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Like,
trade can never be bad.
Teach your kids something. Selling candy. I don't know if you're supposed to really sell candy in school, but, you know, it's kids that do it. So they sell their snacks and their candy.
Yeah,
so,
definitely have hustles.
Teach them something. Teach them how to write. Teach them how to draw.
Young boys should know how to fix cars or computers or IT, or even girls could fix that and learn those things.
You know something, Duke? I had a smooth hustle when I was in the YMCA, when I was like in elementary school. I used to go to the YMCA, right? And I used to have lunches. Like, I would bring my own lunch. But I would get the free lunches they give everybody, right? And people would want extra lunches. So I would sell them the free lunches. But they were kids. They didn't know, like, they could just get the free lunches.
Sell them the free lunch.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they didn't know. It's called free lunches, but it's not my fault that you didn't put that together. So Capitalize. I
You
can
would sell the
capitalize.
free lunch. Oh, my
that's
goodness.
crazy. You was like the Don King of fucking.
Right.
Nah. It's just that Georgia's a little. I came from Jersey. Georgia's a little slower.
Oh really?
Free lunches.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that would fly. Maybe because
You wouldn't
right
pull that
now.
off on me.
Right. I know.
I'd be like, hey,
free
buddy.
lunch.
He'd be like, yo. So hold on. This is what I want to know. Did you go out pushing, yo, anybody want to buy this? Or did somebody was like, yo, man, where you get that from? You like, over there. And they'd be like, well, shit, I want to buy yours. Or how did that go?
Right.
Give
How
me
do
the
you
breakdown.
The first time it went down, I had brought mines and I ate mine. I was mad hungry, and then I had went and got another one. So then somebody was like, "Hey, like, is that yours?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's mine. I'm about to eat it. I want that. Can I get it?" And I said, "You can buy it." And then he told somebody that he bought it, and then they came and bought one the next day because that kid didn't have a lunch that day. That's the only reason why he wanted that one. But they started just buying it. It was like word of mouth. Like kids knew at
So
that
how
point.
much you was selling your lunch for?
I don't remember.
I don't
It wasn't a
remember
lot.
elementary
It was just
school.
like a couple of dollars. It was a free lunch.
You was selling at elementary school. You was selling lunch for dollars. What kids you know had dollars
It's
in elementary
YMCA,
school?
right?
It was just a couple of dollars.
Okay.
I mean,
I know a
that's
kid
$8.
that sells his drawings in elementary school, but he sells them for like a quarter.
Hey man, kids, man, when
Something
you
like that.
when you grow up in the hoods with like a whole bunch of candy ladies and stuff like that, like
My grandma
like
was the candy
$2
lady.
for a whole
R.I.P.
styrofoam
grandma.
thing of lunch, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Cause it's not like I was really busting their heads. I was a little kid. I wasn't running at $5 a tray.
You was hustling.
Yeah.
You a scam artist.
You gotta watch
I'm
it.
not a scam artist. I'm an opportunist.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Check him out.
Right.
Verbiage.
The
Verbiage.
the bougie scam artist.
Yeah, you
No.
see him. He look like he paints and maybe do some form of art dance. You know, maybe like he look
I
like
do
he
interpretive dance.
he-
Yes.
see that? See that?
See, somebody agreed.
See that?
Thank you. Thank you. She said a couple of dollars is a lot of money in elementary school.
Yes,
a couple
it
of
is.
even
That's
if it's $2, that's a
8
lot.
Who
quarters,
said that's a
man.
couple of
That's a
dollars? Who
lot.
said that's a lot of money?
Somebody agrees with us outside of
You know what's crazy? Because as I always felt broke around kids, which is why I felt the
I
need to
always
do
say her
stuff
name.
like
Is it
that.
Valkyria?
When I was
Is
a
that your
little,
name?
when I was in middle school, kids around
Give me
me
a
had
thumbs up
cell
if that's your name.
phones. When I was in middle
Well, you
school,
probably was just in a
I
privileged
say your name wrong every
environment.
time. Or no, I should call you Chantel because that's what you go.
You probably
Mhm.
was. What part of?
Probably.
You said you grew up in Jersey.
no, I didn't grow up in Jersey. I came from Jersey. I grew
Okay.
up down here.
And what area did you grow up in going to school? Elementary and middle school.
East Side and Gwinnett.
Okay, what part of the?
You
east
wasn't
side? 'Cause that's
selling.
broad.
Well, no, you
That's-
might have been
that's-
selling
that's
a
broad.
dollar lunches in Gwinnett because you know.
I'm saying where you was at. It,
Kids in
on the
Gwinnett
east
got a
side.
little pocket
In
change.
the east side was when you was
Off
elementary?
Covington.
And that's when you was elementary.
You wasn't selling no dollar lunches off of Covington.
And
No,
then I
$2.
came over to Gwinnett.
Well, how old were
And
you
I
when you
was-
when you came over to Gwinnett?
I was in elementary.
Oh,
I
that-
transferred when
so
I
you
was in
pretty much
elementary.
You've
Them
been in Gwinnett
kids-
ever since like you were young.
I was what?
You've been in Gwinnett pretty much ever since you was young.
For the most part.
Okay, so I can see they may
Thank
be
you,
pulling that
Shane.
off a little bit in Gwinnett. So yeah, I mean I get it, but Gwinnett is privileged in comparison to a lot of places.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So you around privileged people.
That's what I'm saying.
that
It
had
wasn't a couple of
cell
dollars
phones.
wasn't a lot. I felt broke.
Yeah.
I didn't have a couple of
Yeah,
I didn't
I
have
get it.
$2 on me.
I get it. I see where you at. Gwinnett. It's Gwinnett. Like your kids live in Gwinnett.
Because you're not selling no lunch. The kids on the east side probably would like
Yeah.
fight you for your food, but they ain't finna pay for it.
They're not really- yeah,
They're not gonna pay
I
for
feel
it.
you. Yeah, I mean it's Gwinnett. So.
But now that the mystery is solved, we got it. In Gwinnett, you were selling $2-3 because they have a little. So Shan, you're right. It's a lot of money for elementary, but he was in Gwinnett.
But
so
you know what?
those
Nowadays
kids got a little pocket
that
change.
equates. That's almost like that's what equal to $5 now. It's about equal to $5. $2 back then when he was in elementary. That was what 15 years ago. You're 27. So yeah, just about. Yeah. So the kids sell right now. I can see somebody selling. Let's say $5 right now. Kids
$5 for like the little square that little rectangle pizza, a milk, a fruit, and a veggie.
Man, I don't even know.
Nah, I don't know.
You-
You sure that didn't happen in a dream or something?
What?
You sure that didn't happen in a realistic dream and it just?
It was
it
no, it wasn't no
feel-
dream. This was really real.
$2 to $5. You know that little rectangle piece of pizza. The cheese was like not.
You the one
always-
talking about $5 trays. I didn't come up off of no $5 trays at the YMCA.
Oh,
The YMCA probably gave you like the little box carton. You know the little plastic carton with the little plastic film on top?
Quality food?
I mean, I was a kid, so what's not quality to me?
No. The YMCA gave you.
It came.
They didn't give you pizza. They gave you the carton with
Yeah,
the little
it was
film
like a
that you peel
styrofoam
back
tray.
over.
Nah. When I was there, see, y'all age is really starting to come out.
I didn't go to the YMCA.
Me either. I'm just trying to
I
figure
don't know
out.
nothing about
Like,
it. This is new to me.
The little, you know how you got, you know how you go to like Ruby Tuesday, you get a takeout box.
Yes,
We had the small takeout boxes. What?
I'm
we
listening.
listening. I'm
What she
listening to
said?
the people. The people said, yeah, kids don't want dollars anymore. They want 5 and up. And you're right. You're right.
And I bet you kids nowadays got their own Cash App.
They do.
Right.
You know what? My son, well, no. So it depends. Because I tried to get my son a Cash App. But in order to have Cash App, you have to have an ID. So if kids have Cash App, it's under their parents' name. It's not their actual Cash App.
But still, you know what I'm saying?
I found that out because my kid can only get it when he get his permit.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
Everybody got Cash App now.
Oh, she said her daughter does. Oh, how old is your daughter?
Homeless dude got Cash App. Say, big bro, man, you think I get a couple? I was like, hold on. He was like, nah, dog. Like you just
Send it to my Cash App.
Yeah, he's like,
He
yeah,
got-
give me your phone. He was like, give me your phone.
I got my Cash App card. Where
like-
did you get it mailed
He's
to,
like,
sir?
you got Cash App? Oh, now you worrying about my goddamn business now.
You know what? I don't like to link. See, yes, it's under your name. See, most parents, if your kid has it and they're under 15, it's under your name. So if you get your daughter a Cash App, it's gonna be under your name and your social.
My daughter
and
ain't getting no
your
Cash
stuff.
App. Like, her Cash App is my money.
The reason I tried to give my son a Cash App is because he's always out and he likes to go hang out with his friends. And so I feel like if he had a Cash App, instead
why
of
you
me
just
trying
can't
to
give him
find
some money?
No, instead of me trying, I don't carry cash.
We're gonna get some cash.
And
No,
I understand
don't
where
have
she's coming
time.
from
He's
because
out and about with
growing
his
up-
friends. Ma, we trying to go here.
Right.
I got to go get cash and then take it to him.
Why
Right.
you
I'm
can't just
busy.
give him a certain amount of cash?
and have
I
him, and
don't
he's
carry
talking old
cash.
school. He's talking
Yo,
about
give him a certain
allowance.
amount of cash and just be
That
like,
would imply that I would keep cash on me just in case he needed. I be done spent cash. No cash on me.
It's 2019, dude. We gotta be more convenient and more effective. And in real talk, in case of emergencies, Cash App would be the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he was somewhere and he might be stranded, let's say, Ma, you know what I'm saying?
I lost the money you gave me.
Cash App.
Thank you. It fell out my pocket.
But
You know what I'm
see,
saying?
that type of shit made us make sure we kept our money. Like, I ain't never lose no money.
I got
lost
homies that
money.
lost plenty of money.
Well,
I don't lose money, but
That's like people
Thank
who lose
you.
IDs. See, you gotta understand
Nobody
something.
carried.
People
Nobody.
people just be irresponsible. To be honest.
dude,
We
everybody
got
ain't got
13-year-olds out here
stacks
ordering
in
Uber
they
Eats.
wallet.
They cash
stacks.
that money.
I don't got stacks. It's not like that. Like
No, because the way you talking like all you do is carry cash.
No. What I'm saying is, you shouldn't be losing your ID and then losing this and losing
Well,
that. You
in
know
the
what I'm saying?
same
Like-
regard,
like-
he's a barber. Like that's how people.
Yeah,
Pay.
I mean, I get cash money every day, but
You got cash.
I'll
you know.
Cash App you.
yeah, no, I get my clients do that. They sell me, they cash at me, they square me. You know what I'm saying?
He's swiping cards and everything.
Yeah, I'm about to get
However the
little-
money comes.
I got to have it, you know. But
I
I
gots
get
to
it, I
have
get it,
it.
you know. Because when my daughter gets to that age, and if that's the thing,
You gonna get her a cash app card.
because me and her mom's getting.
Or
like,
you gonna get
know,
her like the green, what is like the little green card where you can monitor and you can cut off the spending, or you can like dictate what little spending things you have. The only reason I don't want that for my kid, because I don't believe in paying for my money. You know, it's like the rush card for kids, where you got to pay the little $3.99 a month or whatever it is to put money on and off and on. I hate that. Like that's why specifically I don't go to the other ATMs. Like if my bank is not there, I can't go to that.
But banking itself is a scam. You gotta pay that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't pay for my bank.
Banking is, and I had to learn this. Banking is not to hold your money. That's a disservice. Banking is strictly for business. That's
Yeah, they
it.
tax. They capping off you like.
But it's for business. Like if you just put like, and I had to learn it. I'm still, you know, it's something new to me. But just sitting your money in there,
To let it think it's gonna grow.
it ain't gonna do nothing. It's just gonna sit there. They're gonna charge you to sit on your money.
Right.
When you can sit on your own money,
Right.
do some business move with them, and that's the only time you need banking to do business. But we just taught to let them go sit on your money because it's just better to be in the bank.
Ooh, this
With
man
the-
dropping jewels
I
on the
don't
Lit
have any
Network.
money, so there ain't no money in the bank. Sorry, y'all.
Nah, but when it's time, you go get your EIN, and, you know, and that's pretty much what you
I
said.
already got all that.
Well, you can operate and do business with the bank. Right now, they'll be like, you know what? We're gonna give you X amount.
You got the magenta hair. They definitely
No,
gonna give
but
it to you.
that's depending on what that number say. Whatever that number say, that's gonna dictate how they gonna work with you or not.
Your credit score?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take a little break because this conversation is funny. And we're going to play another song by Verdi Rose.
Why she
we like...
What she said, like,
it's
terrible.
Funny.
That's
funny.
terrible.
That was that little shade. Like, it's not really funny. We just, yeah. Anyway, like, that's the girl shade. You don't know the girl
Why y'all
shade?
like that? Why? Why y'all like that?
It's more like an anyway. We moving.
Yo, sometimes she be doing these little things that really reminds me that she's low key crazy. That laugh, that was one of them. She crazy. Because then she had to realize she had to explain some crazy shit.
Right.
Why so serious? Joker says
But I'm saying, well, why would you even
you
say
know, so
something?
my inner spirit, I have many inner spirits. So one of my inner spirits is Harley Quinn. So I mean that's fine. I'm okay with that. Whatever. We're gonna play 41 by Verdi Rose.
DM, Instagram, and I follow back. 8 years later, now your
Duke,
boy.
you
Your
ain't
boy.
said- There you go,
Oh, he was
Duke.
delayed.
8 years later, now your boy at the bed. For once in my life, this is mine, you can't take it. For once in my life, I had love, I can make it. For once in my life, I had someone who needs me. For once in my life, I had someone who won't leave me. For once in my life, this is mine, you can't take it. For once in my life, I had love, I can make it. For once in my life, I had someone who needs me. For once in my life, I had someone who won't leave me. Baby girl, a keeper. Seen her in the mall and I had to go sweep her. Your name, what's your number, what's your sign, can I beep you? Couldn't even speak cause she left your boy speechless. Seen her online and I had to go tweet her. DM, Instagram, and I follow back. 8 years later, now your boy up the bed. 8 years later, now your boy up. For once in my life, this is mine, you can't take it. For once in my life, I had love, I can make it. For once in my life, I had someone who needs me. For once in my life, I had someone who won't leave me. For once in my life, this is mine, you can't take it. For once in my life, I had love, I can make it. For once in my life, I had someone who needs me. For once in my life, I had someone I shouldn't keep writing, but I'ma keep writing. Cause I'm like black ice and you white lightning. She like it, but I ain't even biting. Cause I got a ring on and I'm about white. For once in my life, this is mine, you can't take it. For once in my life, I had love, I can make it. For once in my life, I had someone who needs me. For once in my life, I had someone who won't leave. And I love her, Lord knows I need her. When we hit the room down, well, I'm gon' see her. You ain't even see her, looking off the meter. Baby blue me, gon' fire like the speaker. Hold up.
For once I can say, this is mine, you can't take it. As long as I know I have love, I can make it.
Yeah, this just got real. This just got real.
Once I can feel
Left on me right
that
quick.
somebody's heard my plea.
Huh?
What was that?
What happened?
That's the song.
That's the end? That's how it ends?
That's how it ends?
That's the song. That's how it ends.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not.
You fucking serious? the last piece, you put that in there, right? Oh, they sent all that.
That was the song, Duke. I did nothing but that's why.
We getting a warning.
What's the fucking artist? What is his name?
That's the same dude that did the last song.
Turn your volume down.
Verdi Rose.
Verdi Rose?
I think. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, man.
On the
that's
side
crazy.
of your phone, Duke. You don't know how to put the volume down.
Duke's so old.
That's
Right.
crazy.
Hey, with this technology.
He look lost.
Nah, because I'm still tripping on
Turn
this.
your volume down on the side. Thank you.
I'm still tripping on how this song.
The song
Hey,
got
man,
you
can we
with
play
the
this
Bible.
back right quick? Not the whole thing.
Run that last.
Right, just give me like that last.
That last 30 seconds back. Run that last 30 seconds.
Let me turn this shit up. Because
No, don't.
'cause it
Let
just-
him do the thing first. Let him turn it on first before you get the feedback.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta get Duke together, y'all.
Omar.
All right. I'm
You
sorry.
gotta get it set.
This is mine, you can't take it.
When we hit the room down, well, I'm gon' see her. You ain't even see her.
Check me out.
Looking off the meter.
Hey,
Baby blue
okay,
me,
we
gon' fire
vibing.
like the speaker.
We vibing.
Hold up.
For once I can say,
All right.
What happened?
Okay.
it sound like you ever made like a little tape or whatever and you blend it wrong, you put the wrong song over, or you record over something and you don't fully catch the whole thing.
All right. Okay, you just threw that in there. Okay, you about to come back on my vibe.
You think like this a little breakdown, right? Okay, it wasn't there. It was too soon, too quick.
All right.
It's what?
Look at your dab.
What happened?
That's the song.
I'm telling you, it sounds like he was trying to record something and he forgot, and the song wasn't long enough to cover the whole thing. Y'all ever watched it? Y'all ever recorded a movie and then like terrible. It ends, and then the movie that was on before it, you see like the last little end of that? That's what it sounded like to me. Yeah,
but that's DVR.
That's terrible what just took place. And because I was vibing. You saw my head was the rhythm to the bounce to the head. What?
The rhythm to the bounce to the head. No, but I really did like that beat though. That beat was real play. Like that was really
the song
creative.
in itself was good, but
that fucked me up.
That ending
That fucked me up.
It was confusing. I don't understand, but you know, your first song legit was legit. This one, I don't know what happened.
I thought y'all knew what was going on when I got back on the mic. I thought once y'all heard my voice,
nah. Because as I was listening to it, I was like, all right, where you going with this? You know, when he flipped it, I was like, all right, where you going with this? And then when it went off, I just thought maybe you hit a button or something and you was tripping. You know what I'm saying? I know you had your edibles. When I scooped you up earlier, you had just finished your edibles.
I did not have edibles.
That's cool.
And ain't bring nobody now.
Yeah, Tony, I didn't have no. Don't listen to this, man.
She don't do edibles.
First of all, hold on. Let's be real about something.
She got to get tested.
When do I have food around Duke and he let me live?
First, they don't say that.
If I had edibles, if I had anything edible,
you do eat people food. Because if I come in here with a plate, you definitely.
All right, then let's act like you know.
You cannot come in without a plate for Duke too.
Oh, that's
don't
fucked
think
up.
You
hurt my feelings.
Don't think you finna.
Nah, you gotta come with a plate for Duke first.
But on the flip side, if Duke bring food, he gonna bring you food too.
That's true.
But just know, if you come with no food for him, he's eating yours.
I'm gonna sample.
Straight off the plate.
I'm gonna
sample. I had some macaroni one day. It was like the last piece. Dude just took it and ate it in my face.
I remember that.
Right.
I remember that.
I'm trying to enjoy my macaroni because I ain't
looked really good.
Yeah.
That macaroni.
You know how you prepare yourself for the last bite?
Yeah, I ate
that. He just yanked it off the plate.
I ate that.
He ate some of my shit before too. I don't remember what it was, but I came back in here ready to eat it, and I said, "What?
Don't
bruh.
leave it."
And David said, "Duke came in here, bro." He said, "Duke done got you, bro. You been duped."
What is this?
Like,
yo,
ain't this about a...
We need some drops. What you saying? What was the earlier thing you said? Oh, message.
Message.
And then we need somebody saying, you just got duped.
Yeah.
Because Duke will take your food.
Actually, Tony, that was really good. You got the voice for it. You're gonna have to do that one. Since you out here delegating.
Nah, you just like listening to Tony's voice. I be
like,
seeing you every time she talking, you just get like your head real back. You just be like, ooh, Tony talking.
Nah, because sometimes
it depends on what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because if I get real
but that shirt, that
right.
Jamaican sweater.
If I get real boss and I get real bossy and fussy, he be like, here she go again.
I like how the wrist flare out like that. It ain't just, you know what I'm saying?
That's pretty lit.
Oh yeah, that look real psychedelic.
But I don't like it. She making me think of that popsicle, that colorful popsicle, and now I want a popsicle.
How far can you go down on the popsicle?
It's about to get real adult like. It's about to get real adult like. You about to get some of that mustache cream. Oh my God!
It's good to clear up your skin.
Oh
from
my
both
God!
angles.
And if you swallow it, oh my God!
It cleans out your whole inside.
It's like a
detox, a whole detox.
Yeah,
all
ready for that. Look at him. He like, boy.
You ready to detox?
You ready
Damn
to
straight.
Oh, he said he ready.
Like, I'm trying to get my trip to New Orleans.
Damn straight.
He ready. He ready to.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all
trying
right?
to get my beard like Duke, man.
Oh, he said he wanted to grow in.
Man, you got that thing in reverse. You got to back that thing up to you. Beep, 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 beep. And then let me tell you, when you do it like that, you got to make her cough. And make it do that. And make it do that when she cough. You know what I'm saying?
Beard growth tips by Duke.
It need a little fertilizer. You feel me?
I ain't fucking with you, dude.
Oh my goodness, I can't. Duke, so I hear that you doing you hosting a set. You got some people that you looking for, some dancers, some musicians, and some other stuff. Like, what's that
Yes,
all
ma'am.
about?
The
And
comedy drip.
How you just gonna slip in and not tell us about this?
The comedy drip is something I'm working on.
Came through.
It's like
comedy drip.
you know, I just want to merge two elements of comedy, bring it together, you know, and I just want to work with some talent that's just ready to work, and I'm just in a good position with some real talented guys as far as the production side, and you know they seeing a vision and we putting it together, and you know I'm just opening up to seeing who interested, what people bring. You know, I'm trying to infuse that Google mentality into comedy where I'm not trying to dictate anything. I just want you to sit down, shoot, all right, stick, all right, date, all right, time, all right, shoot. You know
What type of people are you looking for?
If it's dancers, you know, I'm looking for twerkers. I'm looking for
dancers,
pole
girls.
dancers. You know, yeah, I'm looking for the pole dancer, pole fitness dancers. So, you know, if it's strippers or if it's just somebody who could just do the whatever the latest dances are, you know. And we're gonna take what you got and we're gonna use what you have.
I can Millie rock.
Like, whatever, if that's your thing, if that's what you do, we're gonna take that and we're gonna use that.
I can.
You know,
So dancers.
if you're an admin person, like we need that. You know, we need the person who can collect and gather and, you know, those things. And I realize
Do
that
you have paperwork people need to sign? Because, like, if you're using them on stuff, you got to make sure they understand they're not getting paid for it and they need to sign knowing that they're not getting paid for it.
yes, we have all that together. All that's taken care of. That's
Okay.
why it's a
Okay,
lot
question.
of. That's why now at this point of it, it's you know casting call to get people to come in and see what the talent is out there. You know, there's a lot of talented people. I've come across a lot of talented people. They're like, man, I wish I can. You know, you'd be amazed how many people say, I wish I could do such and such, or I can't. I hope, or I can't wait till I do such and such. And I've heard it too many times. Like, even comedians, people go and hit the. You know, they got people who become career open micers, where they just go and hit open mics for years and don't do nothing outside of that, and they're funny.
Do they get paid?
No. They might get a couple dollars here and there or some shit, but it's not like they just like people
Just
who
a
just play
hobby.
rec ball and they good. You're like, bro, why is this person not in the league? They that guy in the comedy world. You got guys like that who are artists, rappers, singers. You know, it's like, okay, those people don't have it in them to get up and go beyond the talent that they possess. So you have to utilize them, give them something to stand upon and something that's significant where they can make sense for them, using their talents, and then they blossom. I mean, Keenan Ivory Wayans did it.
I don't know who.
I'm trying to think of the guy.
Who was the first person you just said?
Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Oh, you said it so fast.
Robin,
Yeah, no.
Robin Townsend. done
He's
it.
the GOAT.
You
Robert
know what I mean?
Townsend for sure.
You know, just a lot of platforms we gave, you know, comedy, you know, SNL, you know, Mad TV, Def Jam. You know, I was saying Russell Simmons is what I was trying to get to. So they gave people opportunity to have a platform to create, you know, and I want to bring
You want
forth.
to ignite the flame.
Get
You wanna get
Atlanta
people
has a
lit.
lot of talent, from musical talent to different art, you know, artists. You know, it's just a lot. Atlanta's becoming a very good, well-balanced melting pot. You can find yourself
The Black Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people out here, music,
Yeah.
poets,
Yeah.
artists, like painters and all that.
Right.
Like,
Why
he's
they not on the
real
show, though?
talented. You said what?
What?
I thought I heard something. I would like to hear it again.
I was clearing my throat.
What you say? Say it again.
I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
say
yeah. Let
why
me hear
they
it.
why they not on the show though.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on that, Tony.
Okay. Well, we ain't got to do office work. We ain't got to do admin work right now, you know, while we handling business here. But to my point, I just meet a lot of people. And I'm at a point where I can do things just on my own, or I can open up and make it bigger than myself. And I think by doing that, I can make more of an impact instead of just because I'm going to do it on my own anyway. But I have an avenue where I can open it up for other people. It's like you're getting an abundance of food, and you're like, I could just sit on it and store it and freeze it and try to salvage as much as I can for me. But why not open it up for other people who may not have that? Like, boom, you want to do something, right? You want to do a skit or something viral. You don't have the means to do it. Let us shoot it. I have the means to shoot it. Let us shoot it. Let us put a stamp on it and get it out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can't sing. Let us incorporate the singing with the, comical, element of it, and let's push that. And we have people, I have people. I can get you.
I mean, Tony's sitting right in front of you. She can
Right.
sing.
What?
Well, Tony can, a little bit.
Don't make that face no more.
He's such a hater.
But that's it. But the comedy drip, you see it on the flyer.
Drip, drip.
I got it on
Comedy
Facebook.
drip.
Got it on Instagram. I shared it on
Got
the Lit Network. And holla at Sway or I Love It, and that was Sway. And I Love It who came on the show.
On the way, he dripping, drip.
So you can holla at him, you can catch
Hit
him.
Duke up if you dripping, drip.
But it's gonna be something major.
Not if you got that bad drip.
That's terrible. Y'all,
Let
who
me see
y'all
you telling
hanging
y'all
with?
drip.
Who y'all hanging with this nasty drip? Who y'all hanging with? Shit all
that drip.
sticky.
It's that thing on your lip. When you had it backed up, I think you did it before the show.
Ooh, that lip drip. Ooh.
Beep, dripping.
You gonna let somebody back it up, the white back to front.
Oh, that's how you gonna do it? That's how you gonna do it?
Don't you wish you could mute us?
I'm just saying, but that little bottom lip look real. You know what I'm saying?
What? What you trying to say?
I'm just saying, man. It just look a little crusty though. It look like.
Well, fuck you,
I'm
dude.
just saying. It looked like you wouldn't roll hard this weekend.
So you trying to say he need a little dripping? Drip?
No, I just need like some Carmex or something. Fuck the drip.
I got water.
You don't need that, man. I ain't gonna do nothing for the lip, man. They got one of them homeless lips.
What do homeless lips look like?
Just look unkept a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
That's cool. That's
Okay. Well, we're gonna
Your
take
stomach
a look.
kept. How about that?
It is. I got a second trimester belly.
Oh God! I need y'all to find the love. So love is on the way. We can play "Love Is on the Way" by Mario Rio. Cause y'all too much for me.
That's why you put a turtleneck on like a maxi dress, little slim ass.
We lit. Fuck you.
Girl, I know you're tired of being alone, baby. Yeah. You feel like nobody understands you.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, Duke will not be present.
Yeah. I know that's the hard pill to swallow. Yeah. How we made you feel like love don't exist anymore. They don't know nothing about love. He wasn't a man, he was a boy, he wasn't playing with you. He didn't know what to do with you, that's why he let you go, baby. That's why he let you go, cause he didn't know what to do with you. Yeah, love is on the way, 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 love is on the way. Just be patient, babe. Love is on the way. 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 Just be patient, babe. Love is on the way. Love is on the way. I can see that you looking a little frustrated. Yeah. Blaming yourself, thinking you're the reason. Daddy, go with you, baby girl. You got this game so fucking confused, babe. Hey. Yeah. Listening to your friends got you out here really losing, baby. Cause they don't know nothing about love. They got you out here second guessing on the things that you want, baby. And I don't think that is healthy for what you really want, baby. Baby, love is on the way. 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 Just be patient, babe. Love is on the way. Love is on the way.
Love is on the way. How y'all feel about that?
Oh, that's lit. I fucks with that.
I like that little vibe.
Yeah,
So
that was a good vibe right there.
I actually remember
yeah,
his name.
That's good.
Yeah, I mentioned I mentioned him before. I don't remember the name of the song, but one time this week you had me play one of his songs, and I was like, yeah, bro, real talented. This is the second time I heard one of his songs.
Rio, wherever you at, I need you to hit me up. We need to get you on the show and talk.
What was the artist again? Give it to me.
Mario Rio.
Rio. Shout out to Rio, man. That was lit, man.
I'm gonna have to research and figure out where we found this song at, cause I need you on the show. That's
Yeah.
it. I like your vibe. All right, so I have a question for you, and
Yeah.
you as a father, and you as a future father. I think, not currently, but one day. I'm not gonna.
You shooting up the club, bro, in your spare time?
Bow, 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 bow.
One day. Hashtag
Blanco.
Where did that come from? Oh my god. Okay, so congratulations to Tamar. She won the Celebrity Big Brother show that was out and about a little while ago. But something had crossed my social media feed about her and her son and her new boyfriend. And it's a little bit of old news, but it's still interesting to me how she was explaining how her son sleeps in the bed with her and her new boo. And a lot of people have something to say about it. Social media, when they don't like what you're doing, they got to say about it. But how would you feel with, your daughter, you having your child's mother, she's dating somebody, they're not married, they just dating, they in a, monogamous relationship, but they're not married, and your daughter sleep in the bed with them?
No, not at all. Not at all.
If your daughter was a son, is it okay?
Not at all.
So no male, female, daughter, son, it doesn't matter. They can't sleep in the bed with your.
No,
your
I mean, because I feel like, I mean.
Now I
maybe-
will say she tried to. I will say she tried to justify it. She said he doesn't sleep in the middle. She said he comes in the room and he want to get in the bed with her, so she slides over and he sleeps on the edge, and she sleep in the middle of both of them. Does that make a difference?
I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of that. And I think, like, if a kid wants to have that bonding time, it's just some things I think that you should do as a respect thing, If you want that bonding time, you could go in that kid's room and y'all can hang out or whatnot, or hang out times, I guess, when the guy's not there or whatnot. Or even if he is there, you don't have to do it when he's not there. But I think once you get
you
in the
and
bed.
Boo in bed, or she's and Boo is already in the bed.
How old is this kid, by the way?
He's 5.
Okay, like my daughter's 5, and that's not something, that our mom does. I don't believe we never had that really conversation, but that's really not. Even I had my ex when we were together. My daughter would come to bed, but she'd like really sit there. She wouldn't really just be laying in bed as much. She'd just go in her own space, and and maybe that's because I was raised that way, my stepfather, so I was comfortable with it, and I spent time with my moms, and and when they got home, it was their time. You know what I'm saying? So my daughter's independent anyway, so she don't be wanting to be laying up with us
busy.
anyway.
I'm trying to play my game.
She want to go in her room and just have her own little space. You know what I mean? So, but I wouldn't really feel 100% comfortable with that. But then again, it's some things you just gotta accept. And social media just want to have an opinion because they can. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a big deal. But you could see how a man would feel if their daughter was laying in bed and there's a guy, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
with
you can
so
see
much going on.
Yeah, and then you don't want to discredit it on the other hand if it's a little kid, if it's a boy, because it's not like people not hurting boys sexually, so you just say, just don't let that happen. Like, I just feel like people get too comfortable too soon with their kids. Because you like somebody don't mean you need to thrust your kids upon those people. And I've had that conversation with multiple people many a times, and it's kind of hard when you love the person and all that, but what if it don't work?
I think there's levels to this, dude, because I ain't.
Right.
You can easily pick a woman that's have a few kids, and sometimes the ages they may range. So like, let's say the child is a little bit younger. The child is usually going to be more attached to the woman's hip You know what I'm saying? She's going to be caring for the child on a more regular basis. She has to be more attentive. So in that environment, if she is a single woman who has decided that she wants to date, I mean, that might come with the territory as far as being around the kid. She might not want to thrust it upon the person, but she might not be in a position where she got a babysitter at will on a regular weekly basis or something where she can just, you know what I'm saying? And especially if she's the primary caretaker of that child too. If she's the primary caretaker of that child.
That's the issue though. The issue is the child has a room.
That's it.
You have a room.
That's it. Anytime
So
you
what
want to
you
get
do,
personal,
having your man over or your woman over is fine and dandy, but the question is, if the child is in their room, you and your boo are in your room, your child comes out of their room, they can walk, he or she is 5, comes out of their room to get in the bed with you. Can the child get in the bed with you, or are you gonna say no, not right now, go on and get in your bed?
Am I gonna say if the child is trying to get in the bed with me by myself?
No, you and your boo.
That's different. Like, I mean, I don't even. First of all, in them situations, I don't really do too much, dictating towards the child. I'm not gonna sit there and tell the child what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that for the mother because that's her child.
No, if it was your child.
Oh, if it was my child.
It
was my boo.
Or he get in the bed with you and your girlfriend.
Oh.
Not
come
your
on my
wife,
side.
Not your fiance.
But see,
your girlfriend. That's what.
See,
Tamar did.
if it was my girlfriend, though, nah. See, here's the thing. This, like I said,
she's not married to him.
But there's levels to it because if I'm dating somebody and I have a kid, I'm not just dating them just to date them. Like, I'm dating with the purpose. I'm dating to pursue a wife. So if I'm with this person to the point where, one, they're like around me and they're around my child and they know, you know what I'm saying, they've spent time together and stuff like that, that wouldn't be a big deal to me. I mean, I've been in that situation. I've been the other dude in that situation before. But, it wasn't like I was just some random dude that was around Shorty's kid. Like, we was dating. We saw a serious future. I helped her with her child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was active in her child's life. You know what I'm saying? It was the father wasn't that active. So I'm not saying, like, I can understand where you're coming from.
Daddy shark do 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 do. Shark do do.
I understand where you're coming from entirely, but there's levels to this because you're an active father. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of dudes out here that don't really care about their kids like that until they see a woman with another dude, and then it's, well, don't be having them around my da 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 da, and then they try to, you know what I'm saying, stiff arm and stuff like that, but they're not really in their own kid's life. So it's levels to it.
Well, I ain't really tripping on that. I don't, because I pray that my daughter mother finds a person that appreciates and values her enough to respect and to I guess just love her enough to whatever comes with her, he's going to be able to open wholeheartedly, just be able to receive it and protect it and do what it needs to do as a man. So that's what I pray for. But at the same time, understanding that I don't know this person, and you're getting to know this person. So you don't know what came prior to you meeting this person. So by that being said, the unknown is how do I safeguard myself and my kid from the unknown? Let's just rule some things up. No, he cannot wash my kid.
I mean,
no, but some people are loose like that. You see what I'm saying? You got to have these conversations.
Right.
You got to be proactive.
But I feel like that. I feel like that comes with a level of integrity because hypothetically speaking,
some people
let's say
I
was dating your baby mother. Mm-hmm. Hypothetically speaking, if we were in a place where we were like really taking it seriously, like I would want to have a conversation with you, one, because you're active in your daughter's life, so I want you to know like who I am. You got to feel me out, know who I am, see my character, know my intentions are nothing but pure. I wouldn't. I would make certain things clear, like I'm never gonna spank your daughter. That's not my place. I wouldn't even spank my own daughter. I'm never going to wash your daughter. I'm never going to be in a room when your daughter's changing. Like, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be there to love her, accept her, and protect her. Point blank, period. Mm-hmm. Point blank, period. That's a conversation that you should have as a man if you have some type of integrity.
Right. I agree
Everybody
with that.
doesn't have that conversation.
Everybody doesn't have that conversation.
And then what if you're dating someone who's like, I don't need you to see who I'm dating.
Right.
Well, see, then that's a red flag already. We got to talk about, like, that's information I like to know if I'm dating a single mom from past experiences. You know what I'm saying? What's your situation with the father of your children or child? What's going on? Is there beef? You know what I'm saying? Does he see his kids? Like, I want to know this information because that's going to really determine if I want to even be involved, if I want to deal with this. If y'all got drama, I don't necessarily have to want to put that on my plate. And I can be like, I'm good, I'm straight. But if it's peaceful and everything's copacetic, then it's like, we can have grown folk conversations and we should be smooth. We should establish and respect boundaries. It's not a problem.
With me, my kid's father doesn't meet who I'm dating until I'm like, we like ready to almost walk down the aisle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, because like when I'm talking to somebody, I'm still trying to figure out if I like you. And like, I treat the people I'm dating kind of like I treat my kids. Like, I don't need you to meet multiple people I've met. You need to meet the one. That's the only one you need to be concerned about.
And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, there's levels to this. Like, if I was the the father of the child, and it was my baby mother, and she was, her new boo and all that. Like, if I know that she was taking this dude really seriously, and like they really have something going here where they probably about to get married or something like that, I'm not gonna trip. It's not a big deal because I've seen him, I met him probably, I trust him. But if you doing this with some random dude you just dating, I wouldn't be comfortable with that. I especially wouldn't be comfortable if this is something you was making a habit out of. Like, if I came and find out that you did this with 3 different dudes over the course of 2 years, that's too much. Entirely too much. Like, no, we're not going for that. So it's always, I always say this to so many things. There's levels to this. It's not really just a cut and dry black and white thing.
I agree. It's a touchy thing because you're dealing with a little package that multiple people love, multiple people are pouring into, and then when you meet someone and they have packages or one little package, you love them, and then you grow appreciation for what they love and what they work so hard and to provide and protect. But then, it's just always that you get too comfortable, and the next thing you know, you find out for the past some odd years somebody's been tampering with someone. And those types of things, like, then you go back to your mind, like, well, what could I have done? So hearing different stories, having conversations with elders, like, man, that's a little girl, you got to protect her. And I just talk to God, like, man, I just hope that she finds someone that don't put me in a position to need an attorney to use a deadly force. Because I look at my daughter and I cry just watching her sleep. So I couldn't imagine somebody calling me and telling me something. Or she getting older to a point and having that type of talk to me, with me, about something. And I know, damn, maybe it makes you think all types of stuff. Like, maybe I should stay with her mother. Maybe it was cheaper to keep her, all that other stuff. Then, it's like, well, when you separate, another man's going to be there.
It's real.
That's the reality of it.
If you're not there, somebody else will be.
Somebody's going to be there. So, some of it is just prayer. Some of it is just, I know the quality of woman she is. So, overall, I believe in the decisions that she can make.
Yeah, you trust her judgment.
Right. So, I think that she can make a good decision. She made a good decision with me. It's just things didn't work out with us. But I think she could do that again.
And that's what I'm saying. That's healthy. That's adult. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't really look at it like that. But that's a different situation.
And she know for sure that I murdered something about mine.
You feel me?
She know that.
So she ain't finna just, you know what I'm saying, be out here just wild.
Nah, please don't.
But you got other cases where it be like, drama between the two parents, you know what I'm saying?
It's no
people
need.
doing stuff to each other out of spite,
no
you know what I'm saying?
need.
And then there's situations.
Man, I'm so easy. Like, if I got to get my daughter and I got something set up or whatnot, unless I got to go out of town, there's a time date thing, or I pay for tickets or something like that. But and we just hanging out on some leisure, and she has to do something. She's like, well, something come up. Like, it's cool. Or she has to do something. She's like, well, she can catch it next time. Y'all go hang out. And it's been a minute or whatever. Just dealing with someone who just understands where you're at. Be very transparent and just, and sometimes you got to pray for somebody. And sometimes it's people that you used to be with, especially if you got it's easy not to pray for them when you ain't got to deal with them no more. But if you got to deal because y'all have that business, which is that kid or those children, then, why not pray for him? Why not pray that, he's trying to get this promotion at this job and put a little prayer, God, please let him get it, because that'll help him. And if that helps him, if he's a good quality individual, it'll ultimately help the situation with you and the kid, or vice versa with the lady. She wants to advance in her career. Why not throw the prayer in there? And I just feel like we got enough of that, man. And that's why we talked about the blended families before and stuff like that. It's just we got enough of the toxic in our community with the R. Kelly allegation type stuff. What we're talking about with broken households and families and co-parenting. There's enough toxic stuff going on. We just got to be more loving and just be more understanding,
I can dig that.
I think that'll really help the case. But for that question, ultimately with Tamar and I mean, how long they been dating? A year,
I
2
think at the
years,
time, no, it hasn't been a year yet.
6 months.
I think it was 6
I'm gonna
months.
feel some type of way. I don't care if my son for what. That's y'all intimate space. Let that little nigga go sit down somewhere. Get that in this. See, but I established independence early with my kid, and maybe it was easier for me because my daughter wants that. Her mother's an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. She's an Aquarius. That's just who we are. We want that independence. So my daughter wants to be in her own room. She wants to play with her own things, dictate her own TV. She don't want to be up under me. So it's easy to do that. If I had a clingy kid, it might be tough. And and that type of, a lot of them kids that's well off, they're clingy. They get everything. They never wrong. They always the cutest little thing in their mama's eyes and shit. So they have a different type of feel for that environment. And, the guy's just like, man, it's Tamar. He probably don't even want the little kid in there. To be honest, like, he want to chill with his woman, his new woman. Little man could go sit down somewhere. Like, it sounds rude and shrewd, but I don't even like that. Like you said, you dealt with, man, go put Lil one, in his space. And we can just go in his space and play and kick it. Like, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to play Tea Party or you play Ninjas or the Figure Men or whatnot, like, let's kick it. But let's have our space. Mm-hmm. Let's eat dinner at the table, all of us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is just a certain order in how the house is going to flow. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That type of thing. And I've been in houses that was like, whew. You'd be like, I don't know, you ever met a guy, went to his house, or he had his own kids, or maybe had some people stand with him, and he was like, oh, my God, I ain't going to be able to do this. Mm-hmm. He's a nice guy, but I ain't going to be able to do this.
Yes, I have. And I officially understand that one, which I acknowledged, is that I might be a cougar. I might be. But more importantly, I do try to find people my age.
Round.
I do try to find people my age, but I have met some people. I can't with y'all. I have met some people, that have children, and I also love, like, I don't know if I love, but I tend to meet men with daughters, and which is fine with me because I love the element of a daughter, but I don't necessarily want to go through the process to have one. So, I mean, someone else having a daughter, it's fine with me. But in the same thing, when I go over their house and I see a single father with a daughter, I look for certain things, like even if you're not a clean person, I need to make sure that you're raising your daughter to be a clean person. So your room could be messy, but you need to make sure the space where she uses her bathroom and things like that, you need to make sure she's cleaning that. You need to make sure the common area is clean. You need to make sure her room is clean. You need to make sure if you're going to raise her by yourself, you're going to have to step out of your element and realize she's a young woman. She's a young lady or a young girl that's going to eventually be a young woman. And while it may be, unfortunate that the mother is not there or for whatever reason, you still got to implement some of those things or have some people in your life, grandmother, auntie, that can implement those delicate, feminine things in her life. And I think as a woman, being clean being clean, period. But for me, since I am a woman specifically, being clean in yourself is important. Now, I can't say I'm like the cleanest person all the time, but because I know I'm in and out running around. But as a little kid, what are you doing? You got time to learn how to clean.
So let me ask you: when you came to my place, what did you think? You saw Chica's room, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
In my room, but whatnot in the whole place. What did you think?
Right. Disclaimer: I was not in Duke's room, like just out and about in his room like that. Okay,
we had some people over, but she came over and the family and we kicked it and hung out. But what did you think?
Your room, your house it's pretty clean for a man. I feel like you have a lot of stuff in there. It's a lot, but not in a dirty way. I just feel like you just got a lot in your space. Like you got your couches and your TVs and. You got like a grandma house.
A grandma house?
Yeah, you know how like your grandma house is clean, but she got like a lot of furniture, a lot of space. Like she got a lot crammed into different spaces. Like
it's organized though.
Right, it's organized and it's very clean. He's a very clean person, but.
Well, what about her room? Did you like her room?
I really respect that. You know, it's really a girl space,
Yeah, it is.
and so like it's not just kind of like thrown together, and it's not like just you walk in and it's not like a daycare after kids woke up from nap. So I mean, it's I like that it's a very feminine space, and it looks nothing like the rest of the house. Like the rest of the house looks like a guy lived there, and that looks like her princess space. So I respect that part of it. Yes.
Yeah.
So, I think you're doing a good job
Thank
at
you.
separating the I'm a man, you a little girl.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't take all the credit, you know. It was inspired by a woman.
So men, if you got a daughter, you might need a good woman.
You need, well, not a good woman. You just gotta have a woman that like you a lot. You know, don't you find your woman that like you a lot? Yeah, I'm telling you. One thing I realized is being a single man with a daughter. And when your daughter cute, that's just kudos, okay?
Absolutely.
You know,
because I know me, I'm teen. I have
Yeah.
all the little girls.
Yeah.
I am teen. We don't have to date for me to like your daughter.
I'm tell you something. You know, these women, you know, women help me out a lot, you know, and that's like the benefit to life being single, having female friends, and having a daughter is great. But then when you get in a relationship, it plays against you because those same female friends, they're like, we friends, like it's cool, you know, whatnot. But that's how do you translate that to your lady?
So
You know
I
what
would
I
say
mean?
for me, so I dated a guy who had a daughter, and I had to adjust because he was a single dad, and he did have a lot of women in his life. And for me, at that place in my life, it was a lot. It was really overwhelming because I had to be like, okay, if you have all this, and then like battling with doing anything with the little girl, the time that they usually spend with the little girl. Now I'm taking up that time. It was a lot. But eventually I realized like it's not a me thing. It's a him thing. And if you want me in your life, you have to make it comfortable for me to be in your life and show me how I fit. And if you can't, then that might not be the space for me.
Right.
Like it's fine with you having women in your life, but you need to make me the main woman in your life. And then bring them around slowly and, build friendship because women can be friends with other women. I know it's said in the world that women can't be, but women can be friends with other women and women can be friends with your friends that are women. You just have to make the element comfortable, and I think a lot of men don't have that know-how to make it transitional and make people feel comfortable because at first it's awkward for any woman to come in. Like I don't like to see a guy who posts a lot of women all over their Facebook page saying everybody's beautiful. Like that's like,
right.
Especially if I think like some of the women aren't beautiful. Then
so
it's
let me tell you, player number one, rule number one, you got to be a whore on the low.
Right.
You
Don't
understand?
be public about it.
You can't be a public whore. Women can't feel like they're dealing with community dick. You see what I'm saying? They got women.
I keep
women,
telling y'all, you got to give back to the community.
Now, women want
you
to
don't
feel.
talk about
women want to feel, regardless if it's true or not. They want to feel that it's exclusive eggplant. They don't want to know or get the inkling of the idea that it's community property. Because once you start doing that, now they feel like they're not special. So what sets me apart, Duke?
Right, because when you're dating with a purpose or whatever you're doing, women date. Well, most women. I'm not gonna say all. Some I heard. No, most women try to date with a purpose. So when we meet you, at first grasp, we're like, okay, what is the point of me meeting you, and where can this go? Even if it's not at 10 already, we still want to see like, is this worth my time to even look into, to even investigate, to even think about? And if I see that you do the same thing with me that you do with 13 other people, I'm like, okay, well, this one right here is you ain't doing nothing.
But you know what I noticed though, when y'all was talking about this whole how it's be hard to transition, y'all really focus most of your attention on the man in that situation, the single father, whereas he has to make it comfortable for everybody. If you a real friend, you know what I'm saying, and your friend gets in a relationship, you already know certain things change. It doesn't have to be everything. Your whole friendship doesn't have to go out the window, but you just got to understand certain things change. Like you might have to respect the relationship. Like me as a dude, I could have a really close female friend, right? She's single, everything cool, we operate how we operate. Let's say she gets into a relationship.
But do y'all bang?
No.
So there's no bang.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Okay.
Give me
the breakdown.
I don't
Give me the breakdown.
call women I have sex with friends.
Okay. That's just
I
your
don't.
shorties.
They got certain. It depends. It's levels to this. You know, I said
So
Bust
the
down.
people you have sex with are not the ones who's gonna meet the girl you dating.
Bust down Tatianas.
Wait, the people that I have sex with are not gonna meet the ones that I date.
Yeah, like you said that the people that you date aren't your friends. So I mean, girls don't want to see other people that you sleeping with. So
Right? Yeah, I wouldn't have my girl in front of somebody I had sex with, and if we were like at some type of function where it was gonna be multiple people there, I would let her know beforehand. But I'm not gonna have.
So how would you have that conversation? Because I've never had that
right,
conversation.
you gonna have a list like
I've
yo,
never had that
It's
conversation.
about the
I've
five
had
people
that
here that I
conversation
slept
Go
with.
ahead, break that conversation out right quick. I want to hear this because I've never. And women ask me that. And I've been somewhere.
Because you're in the entertainment industry, so you may meet a person.
I've
that
been
you're out and
somewhere
about.
like, and my ex will be like, "You are, yeah," and I'm like, "Re."
Well, okay, so let me tell you, I'm gonna give you
I'm
two.
like,
That was
nah.
a horrible conversation with y'all growling at each other.
But pretty much, you fucking that bitch. Man, what are you talking about? Da, 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 da. That back and forth shit. And,
I can give you two examples because it was with the same person. There was one situation where I was finna pull up on her, and she was letting me know beforehand. Her ex was there. She was like, "Babe, I just want to let you know beforehand. You know what I'm saying? My ex is gonna be there, but that was a long time ago. We've been cool ever since, and we don't even really kick it like that. But we all have a mutual circle of friends. So every now and then when we kick it, that he might be there. I'm like, all right, cool. Appreciate you for telling me. You know what I'm saying? One time, one of my homegirls wanted to pull up on me and smoke. Hey, babe, my homegirl trying to come through. You know what I'm saying? She trying to smoke some. Now, I ain't going to flex. We did have something like in 2016, about 2 years ago. But, it ain't been shit since then but a friendship. All we're going to do is smoke. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let you know, make you aware of it.
No go with that.
Oh, she didn't say. See, now this is what I'm not. Now this is what I'm gonna keep it a buck with.
No go.
She didn't like it, but she didn't like. It was like she
was okay
she
with the fact that you was
respected that I
honest
came to her with it, but she really didn't like it because of stuff that she'd been through. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't do that.
What you mean I can't do that?
That's not the. That's
You
that,
can't
tactful,
smoke with the people you
tactful, no.
slept with.
You can smoke, but right now, no. If you gotta ask me or tell me right now in the now, don't do it. Now, if it's y'all happen to where the stars align, where y'all just meet on a day and y'all happen to smoke, it happens.
Like you're at
cool.
an event and y'all.
You're at an event, somebody spark one, boom, we burn it up together.
But
cool.
she not
but
finna
to
come to your house.
orchestrate, you're not to orchestrate anything or make any provisions for anything to make space for that.
See, that's like, to me, that's extra because to me, first of all, I'm not gonna date somebody I don't trust. If I have trust issues, I'm not going to be looking to date.
Well, I'm
the
saying,
trust.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
And if I'm with you, I trust you, period. So I don't have insecurities in that area. Like, if you're going to let me know something, because, people have histories.
It's not about
what happened
The
in the
trust
past.
comes with respect.
It's not about. I think I don't really like when people if somebody put a standard for something. I don't like when people try to be like, well, that's insecurities. No, that's a standard.
No, I'm not saying
That's being
I'm not saying that's
proactive.
the insecurity. I'm saying me. I don't have
Right.
insecurities. That's
But
just
that
how I am.
and you being a bit loose.
All I'm saying is that I respect.
It's too loose.
I respect a woman's freedom. You know what I'm saying? I respect.
So
You
she
ain't
can
got
be
no
like,
freedom.
look, okay, so me and you
No,
dating.
you ain't got no freedom. You
me,
got boundaries.
Me and you are dating.
I
Okay,
respect
we're,
these
we're
boundaries.
a couple. We're dating. We boot up. I'm gonna hit you up and like, yo, my ex finna come over. I don't smoke. I like to drink. He wanna just come and chill and drink with me right quick.
You said, "Oh, you like y'all want to have a drink?"
Right. My ex called me.
Yeah,
he
you gonna come over.
He wanna come over. He just wanna.
And you know how your lady be at
Is
the
this
crib
something
chilling.
that y'all like y'all kick it?
Yeah,
Y'all
we
been kicking it before?
we kick it before you. You
They
here?
used to date about 2.5 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just a sex thing, but
Not a problem.
he ain't even. He not husband material, so she don't see him like that. But they ain't banging
but he
no
mad
more.
cool.
But he mad
so
cool.
I like to
For-
chill with him, and we like to drink from time to time.
Like I said, if I'm with you, I
But he got a
trust you.
big old
I'm not
dick,
gonna
though.
be with you.
That's not.
That what you gonna do?
That's not in the conversation.
I'm just saying though. But he's Slayer.
I'm not gonna sit here and tell her she can't chill with her ex. Like, to me, it's not a big deal.
Excuse me, men out there. If you are dating me and you chilling with your ex,
Yeah.
it's over.
Let me tell you something, ladies
It's over.
out here. If you think you about to go smoke, drink, or do anything with your ex that doesn't involve a crowd of y'all,
Chilling together, a group.
no private
Of-
chilling
of
sessions
mutual
doing
friends.
nothing.
And here's the
Not
thing,
a
though.
one, no one-on-one.
No, I'ma pick
No
you
plans
up.
one-on-one.
No,
Now let me
pull up to your
let me
job.
let y'all know this.
We gonna
One,
blow one. None of that.
It wasn't at my place. It was at my brother's place. And
I don't give a shit. You can
and
fuck at your
two,
brother's house.
she was friends with everybody there. That's another thing. So
You can still get you some stinky pinky.
All I'm saying is that okay,
Oh my
everybody
goodness.
operate differently. There's some exes. I have exes I won't chill with. But if there's
Why won't you chill with them?
Well, first of all,
'Cause
that
he
girl I'm
had
talking
the
about wasn't
stinky
my ex, so we might want to switch that out. Because like I said,
They
that
was just doing some things.
we had sex one time.
And y'all figured out, you know what? Your sex is whack. Let's just keep it on the friend level.
That wasn't even it.
So why y'all need to keep having sex?
Do you really want me to go into that whole conversation?
Well,
no, because the show is over.
You could have minimized it and just said one word.
He
two
want the
words.
cliff notes.
Yeah, you could just be like, well, this or that. This is why we're not doing it. So how could y'all be so cool, but then the sex just stopped? This is what I'm
Because
saying.
it was so good, they was like, "Look,
We don't need to do this.
we don't need to do this."
It was a one-time thing, but that's not.
They was smoking. And
So, yeah, hold on, wait.
They was smoking, and he fell into it.
Wait. You mean to tell me you had a one night stand with somebody you know for the rest of your life? That sounds like a Lifetime movie, man. They fell in love, but didn't have sex no more.
There was
became
no
the best
love.
of friends.
There was no love.
It was just they was smoking
I'm
one
hyping
day.
it up
He
here.
met her.
I'm fucking
They
hyping
was
it up
smoking
here.
one day.
I'm trying to get Spike Lee to write this shit.
Spike Lee, hit us up. Hashtag Spike Lee. They was smoking one day. He fell into it. And they was like, oh, snap. We shouldn't have did that. All right, we ain't finna do this no more. But we're going to keep smoking because the smoke you
I
brought
know
was
it
This
good.
is the only person I can really say I can call a friend, like, because she was a friend before that.
Thank you for
Like, we've been
being
friends
a
for years. Like, we've been friends for years.
Traveling down the road and back again. Doom, doom, doom. Heart is true.
So y'all
You're
just-
a pal and a confidant. Thank you for.
And ladies and gentlemen, I will be doing the show by myself now, since we have two ignorant people that don't want to listen and talk like adults. Matter of fact, I'm about to put myself on the camera.
Yes, buddy.
Oh, my goodness.
This
Don't
is
be
the
like
Lit
that.
Network. I'm Duke Desdoon.
And I'm Tony Dominic, and we want to say thank you for tuning in and living in today's time, always and forever. Remember that we are always going to be
Lit, bitch! And he got that girl who don't want to come over because all he wants to do.
The network L.I.T.T. Duke, there's Dooms and that girl Tony. It them finally came together. Atlanta and New Orleans. Living in today's time. We lit. Air Monday 9 to 11. On the night shift. You don't want to miss it. Got the dopest guess and we kick it. Stay lit like the night before Christmas. Tony and Duke, best in the business. Watch him get it. Go to YouTube. Search IBNX Radio, the Lit Network.